What's up, guys? Orbital Bacon here, back with another live stream, and today I have a special guest with me, All Hail Megatron 1000.
How's it going, everyone?
And, alright, good, so you're able to hear everything okay. Excellent. Let's see how this stream goes, everyone. Anyone who was in the last one knows it was a little bit of a bumpy road. So we'll see how it goes this time. All Hail Bakemus Prime.
What? Oh, that's a good one.
All hail. All hail. People, hey Bob, welcome. Shadow Fighter, XT Animations with the name change. What's up? Bacon, please. All right. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. That's what's going to be on my tombstone. That'll be my famous last words. It'll be fine.
Can
So
please was I was like that. That's pretty legit, actually. Bacon, please.
Bacon, please. So, All Hail Megatron 1000, and the reason I'm using that longer name is because I've known him since that was his channel name, and he's abridged it to AHM1K, and you put it good yourself, man. You're like, it's a mouthful either way.
Just it's a mouthful either way. It's all good.
Yeah. Bob saying we'll see if Breakstream makes his return. Yeah, we'll see, Bob. I think he's lurking around the corner with his screen chest buffer symbol. Hey, TFA 1024, welcome, welcome. That name sounds familiar. The Transformers addict. I think I've seen his channel before. That sounds real familiar.
He's been around there. He's another larger than average channel. He's got like
Okay,
subs.
groovy. So yeah, they're asking how we're doing. How are you dudes? How's everyone today?
Gucci.
Snoochie boochie. Yeah, I'm doing awesome. Thanks, guys. I'm glad to have All Hail Megatron on here. We're gonna see what we can get into. Probably do something similar to what I did with Swagwave. We'll start out taking some questions, just get the chat going, and then depending on if Breakstream shows up or not, we might be able to do some reaction videos.
Man, you almost just need to actually come up with like a character like concept art for Breakstream.
Oh yeah, that's what we were working on when he was created last stream because of all the lag, and we were thinking he should turn into my computer, like that'll be his alt mode, and his color scheme, because my computer is black, so his color scheme would be mostly black, but then with red highlights because I get the red light on YouTube saying that the stream is output is bad. So and then he would have the computer screen in his chest, kind of like how Soundwave has the screen in his chest, and it would constantly have the little buffering circle on it.
Oh my gosh. Breakstream is literally just like physical incarnation of a troll. Like literally, it's just trolling you. It's the internet trolling you.
Yeah, and check it out. His voice is like the sound of when you lag on Skype, so it's all like and you can't even like understand him.
Oh my! More and more, though I shouldn't.
Uh, Bob says right before the stream he checked out your video, All Hail Megatron. Are you? And I'm assuming he's talking about the one that you did in Source Filmmaker.
Transformers contention.
Yeah. Am I correct that you did that in Source Filmmaker or Gary's Mod or something like that?
Yeah, it was a source filmmaker.
That's awesome.
It took a long time. I mean, I'm reminded by my Steam every time I signed in that I've hours to figure out.
All right. Yeah, that I watched that before the stream as well, Bob, and it was cool. I props to you, All Hail Megatron. Like, I've been curious about using the Gary's mod, like source filmmakers, see how that works. How did you? Because you've done a lot of stop motions, right?
Mhm. That is correct. Yeah, I making the transition was actually not too difficult for me personally because it's a lot of keyframes, and I got used to that with After Effects.
Hmm.
Translating that into member, like, okay, this character moves at this time. Just gotta just like the biggest thing with that is just trying to remember to move all the limbs.
Hmm.
Because for like, I would say like my first time I gave a go at it, I was trying to do the walking, but legs were moving and the torso stayed back at the original like start point.
Oh wow.
Long like dragging like stretch going on, going this is bad, this is awful. No,
So so you're making your own like game glitches, basically, is what it would look like.
exactly. I mean, like your first go at it, I would say that for everyone is just your first go is going to look like one of those things that people make to just on purpose to look bad. Except then it's not on purpose. It's like, oh crap! I think I did it intentionally.
Oh wow. That's awesome though. It makes me want to kind of give it a shot because I know what you mean about the keyframes. You said you use After Effects?
After Effects.
Wow. Yeah,
So
because
that's
I've gotten familiar with using keyframes in hit film. So now I'm curious if I could give the source filmmaker a shot. Although I'd probably, like you said, I'd end up having with some crazy, stretchy, puppet-looking creatures walking around.
I mean, yeah, it's the first thing for everyone. I mean, I was watching all the tutorials and all of them were saying like, you will screw up the first time. Like, thank you. That's positive motivation right there. Everyone to give Source Filmmaker a try. Really, it's free to use on Steam, so it's just as long as you have a Steam account, you have access to it. Really.
Hey, that's good enough for me. I'll give it a shot. TFA says, "Hey Orbital, just a question out of curiosity. Would you be willing to do a stream with me? Not like right away, but sometime in the future." Yeah, yeah. I'm getting into the streaming business. This is fun for me. So, Chino says your logo is epic, dude. Thank you, Chino, and welcome, dude. Chino Marino, dude. He's an awesome animator.
Watching his Star Wars stuff lately, it's fantastic.
Yeah, those effects, those saber effects.
Oh yeah, try to emulate that, and it will turn out badly when I do.
I've been recently studying a lot of the techniques that are used for the lightsaber effects, like the masking and light glows and stuff like that. So I'm hoping to be as good as Chino here soon. Breakstream is
Shortcut way
here.
about it. Oh, he's here.
Breakstream is here. The lag. I've got the red light on YouTube. People are reporting lag, and all I have is one single still image up on the screen. So I I don't know. This is a curse. Curses.
Well, at least no, Breakstream reared his evil head now.
Yeah, he's here. It wouldn't be a stream without him.
We
Oh
got to keep up consistency here.
oh yeah. Hey Alex, what's up? No problem being late. Alexander Rose is here. Thank you, Chino. He says best Optimus ever. Thank you, man. I do appreciate it. Orbital thoughts on the new War for Cybertron line. Now that's a good question. That's what we can do. I'll put some pictures of that up while we discuss it. Um, that new War for Cybertron line. Here's the interesting thing about it. Where are the War for Cybertron characters? Are they just using the name War for Cybertron? Because I got all excited thinking it was going to be more video game figures from the game from like 5 or 6 years ago. But when I see the images, I don't. I'm like, I mean, I recognize the characters, of course. It's like Optimus and stuff. Of course, I know who it is. But I'm saying, as far as their War for Cybertron game designs, I don't see it. So, are they just using the name? What's up with that toy line?
I really think they're just using the name because I saw that War for Cybertron, then I saw things were released about. I'm like, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, oh, just G1.
Mm-hmm.
And the
Yeah.
first thing I noticed was that Sideswipe's face looked crooked.
Oh, it looks crooked. Hold on, I'm about to get an image up here for
It
the
looked
stream.
like his face and like the little helmet part of his head, they
Mhm.
don't line up. They're not
Now,
crooked.
I see what you mean. I see what you mean there.
Yeah.
Let me get it. Let me get it in the stream. Uh,
Camera angle.
yeah, it could be because of the head tilt. But here's what I'm seeing about these War for Cybertron figures. They look like miniature. Or I say miniature only because I assume that they're not going to be as big as a masterpiece figure. But they look like miniature masterpiece figures. Like they could be on a smaller scale, like a deluxe. They look like deluxe scale. Uh, but the designs, especially Sideswipe, reminds me of Masterpiece. Go ahead and get that
Yeah,
up.
I would definitely say so. Because I mean, it looks like they took a G1 route and then with the awesome name, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, that I think that War for Cybertron name is clickbait. It's clickbait for toy shelves.
That's that. It got me. I was sitting there going, Warp for Cybertron. Oh my gosh. No.
Yeah, I was like, are we gonna get an updated Megatron? Like, let's see, who did we already get? We already got from when they originally did the toy line. We got Optimus, Soundwave, Shockwave, Sideswipe. We got it's funny because we got a lot of the characters they're doing again, but they could have done more of the Insecticons, more of the Dinobots, all sorts of stuff. I was hyped, and then I saw this, and I'm like, well, they just look like deluxe size G1, like masterpiece guys.
Exactly. And it was just like, I feel like I was lied to in a sense with that.
Betrayed, betrayed
Not to
me.
be dramatic, but it was like, I was lied to you. Hasbro.
Betrayed me. Breakstream should work with Lagatron. They'll be like Starscream and Megatron trying to take over. Good idea, Bob. Oh, awesome! So
I do like Lagatron.
Alexander also just got done watching your latest episode of Contention and loved it. Oh my
You
goodness!
said Alexander, right?
Yeah, Alexander.
Yeah. Thank you, Alexander.
No, I think they're just using the name. I know I got all hyped in the Discord. uh, Orbital Bacons. Am I now the new name constructor for your toys? Pretty much, Shadow. You're like Michelangelo and the 2012 Ninja Turtles. You come up with the names for everybody, like Mikey. Laser, what's up, buddy? It's gonna be hard for me to listen because my brother is driving the car and I'm in it. We appreciate you. Try to stick it out, buddy. Bob says, I know the Warp Cybertron Sideswipe looks very similar to my MP. See, that's what I was thinking, man. These designs, which I'm not complaining because I love G1, I'm a sucker for G1. But these designs look like the way that the Masterpiece figures came out. And if you already have the Masterpiece, it's like, why do you need this one? It's because it's probably going to be smaller and less, detailed and complex. And it's funny because the Optimus right there in that picture, when I first saw it, because it was like a thumbnail image, so the way that the light is reflecting off the axe, I thought that that was like a giant crotch plate and he had some sort of like butt flap hanging down in the back. And then I realized he was just holding the axe and it was just a weird camera angle. So I was like, okay, okay. But do I?
Already the pictures were like, oh my gosh, no.
And who's this other guy? Who's the third guy here that nobody knows?
I cannot remember.
That's what I'm saying. Fumas Prime, what's up, buddy?
Fumus.
Yeah, Fumas is
Sometimes.
in here. Breakstream says hi. All right. Yeah, people are saying that they yeah, OMG, that side swipe. Yeah, Shadow, that side swipe is pretty nice. Where's his brother Sunstreaker? Well, that would mean having to do a different chest and head mold, and Hasbro's lazy, so he's not here.
They'll give us a fancy new repaint probably where they may not even change that, and we'll sit there. It's like, are you sure? This doesn't look right here.
Yeah.
Like, no, it's good.
Fine, just leave it. It's fine. How embarrassing. Uh, but yeah, most people seem to like the look of the figures. They just don't like the use of that name because it seems like everyone's kind of having the same reaction that you and I did, where it's like, oh, video game toys? No.
Just a lie. It's all a ruse.
Yeah, then there's the alt modes. Let me see if I can find their alt modes because there was a little bit of backlash on Optimus's new alt mode because it's like, well, I say backlash. I mean, some people like it, some people don't. But I heard a lot of people kind of grumbling that they didn't like it, and I got to find. Oh, here it is. Here it is. It is odd. Like it's different. You know. Let's see.
Wonder, it's just like what inspired this change? Was it just like, hey, look, let's have a fresh air? But
Well, I saw something a few days ago. It's when I was looking into the Cyberverse series, and I was doing some research on that, and I saw like a timeline similar to like how Marvel had their cinematic timeline, and it would show when all the individual hero movies that were coming out in between the Avengers one and stuff like that. And it was one that had Cyberverse Chapter 1, Chapter 2, and then they were doing another Rescue Bots, and they were bringing the whole Machinima series to an end, and I guess there's going to be a War for Cybertron Machinima series. Or, I should say the Power of the Primes or Prime trilogy, whatever they were calling it, bringing that to an end. And they were going to do a War for Cybertron series on Machinima, and it was all on this timeline that like as if it was a new cinematic universe. So I'm wondering what's going to be the outcome of that.
it has me concerned because I mean, like we've talked in the chats of the stream, it's like I'm not ready for like a Hasbro cinematic universe or a one or anything like that. I just think Marvel did it right, being and just no, it just shouldn't happen.
Yeah, I think everyone trying to cash in on this idea of a cinematic universe, I mean, for one, it's an obvious cash grab, but the thing about it is Marvel, and people have said it before, where Marvel spent so much time establishing their cinematic universe because, they had it planned from the get-go that anyone trying to just jump in and say, "Oh, well, we've got this universe of characters. Okay, we'll make a cinematic universe too." It doesn't work that way. You don't just drop into a cinematic universe. They spent years building that up over several movies.
Yeah, it's just I understand why companies think that it's like, oh yeah, it's just real easy. If we do it, everyone will like it because they liked Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't work like that.
Nope. His name is Fire Drive. Okay, so that third guy that we didn't know, his name is Fire Drive, which doesn't sound familiar to me.
Either it's a mystery.
We got some new name for the line. We're getting Megatron, Bumblebee, Jetfire, and Prowl. Okay, Amazon Australia leaked it. Thanks, Bob. So that's cool. I'm a sucker for Decepticons, so I want to see Megatron, and I'm sure he'll be G1 horrific. Shadow says, Orbital, what would you like to see my old timer? Okay, I'm just misreading that altogether. Let me start over. Would you like to see my old timey silver streak? But I'll have to send on Discord. Yeah. Put it in the Discord. I'll once we're done looking at these pictures, I'll put the Discord back up. The lights on top of the truck for Optimus looks sick. Yeah, laser. See, that's what at first when I saw again looking at like a small thumbnail, I'm like, huh, that looks kind of weird. But once I enlarge the image and get a good look at it, I do like that vehicle mode. Like he's still the flat nose truck, but they gave him some extra beef. Beef. It's what's for dinner. Taco superior. Everything else inferior. That's right. Soundwave said it himself. At least they don't have a combiner port. Yeah. Speaking of combiner port, what's the gimmick for this War for Cybertron? Do they have gimmicks, or do they just transform and that's their gimmick, which I'm fine with?
Well, I from the pictures I saw, it looks like they're all a little battle hardened, and or they're supposed to look. They're all like kind of scraped up in the paint a little bit, like they've seen better days. Maybe that's the gimmick.
Okay. See,
They all look like they've been fighting.
I would be fine with that because to me that was always the gimmick of Transformers was that they turned in from a robot to something else. And then when they started adding all these like spring-loaded weapon pop up out of their bodies and crazy stuff, and it ends up interfering with the design of the figure, like its articulation or staying true to the source material, screen accurate, page accurate, wherever the character came from. And so I would much rather them give me this like this War for Cybertron line where it's the gimmick is, hey, they just, like you said, they look battle hardened, they have extra paint, and they look G1. That's the gimmick. Well, hey, he sold me on that. Fine with that.
I'm a sucker for the basics. Really, it's like, hey, just use. I don't need the spring-loaded light-up action sound effect equipped.
That's right.
It's just, no, I'm good.
So
Alexander
Says Fire Drive was Hot Rod's headmaster in the Titans Return toy. So I guess he's getting like his own deluxe figure, because these look like deluxes to me. Very
I am
interesting.
lost for words on that. I never would have even known that he was that. It's like, oh, he was Hot Rod's headmaster.
Yeah, that's why I didn't recognize him at first. I felt a little bad, like, oh man, I'm sure I'll lose Transformer points for this, not knowing who this guy is. But yeah, he's Hot Rod's headmaster. Okay, that's weird for him to have what looks to be a larger scale figure than what a little headmaster should be. Unless there's going to be like a leader Hot Rod or something that he can actually attach to, that would be cool.
At the same time, though, that the counter to that would really be, it's just like, we just get one, like a leader Hot Rod Rodimus, right?
Mm-hmm. But that's
I'm losing Transformers points every time I open my mouth.
But that's how I feel about the Optimus toy, though. I mean, I know every line's gonna give you Optimus and Megatron and all that, but it just almost feels like, didn't we just get a G1? Aren't they doing a Masterpiece 3.0 Optimus or whatever? So I feel like a lot of this is stuff that we just got, and as much as I appreciate the them trying to appease the G1 fans, it's like, but we just got a lot of this stuff.
I don't know. I've turned off of Hasbro lately. I'm like third party loyal now.
Third party stuff's been really stepping it up. I mean, they've always been good, but lately it's like, holy cow, they've just been putting out some really good stuff.
Just it's a love-hate relationship with it, because it's like, yeah, it's fantastic, and then I hate it because my wallet hates it.
Yeah, the expensive third party toys, that's the thing. Well, I surprisingly have a green light, so hopefully it's not lagging for you guys anymore. Gabby Barr says, choose one: Ultra Magnus Combiner Wars or Rodimus Prime Power of the Primes. What would you choose? All hail Megatron.
I'm going to say the Ultra Magnus.
Yeah.
I saw that Rodimus in a store once, and I tried to hold down my vomit when I saw it.
That's that bad, huh? I would have to agree with you.
Oh.
I would have to agree with you, though. I would take the Combiner Wars Magnus just because I never got a good Magnus figure. That the Follow Cybertron Magnus that was just a repaint of Optimus was a joke, and of course the G1 is like kind of a brick. So and I never got my hands on Combiner Wars Magnus. It's a figure I don't have, and I don't I don't know if I saw the Rodimus in the store, so I didn't have the chance to see if it induced vomit or not. But Rodimus was never like a favorite character anyway, so I feel like I would have passed on him anyway. Laser
Well,
says, "I want that Optimus, but would be too much primes." Yeah, see, that's what I feel like. I've got too many Optimus figures already. As good as it looks, I'm just like, man.
like there are just so many Optimus toys. I kind of made a subtle like it was kind of like the whole joke behind one video I did. It was called 50 Shades of Prime. It was just they're just kind of duking it out essentially.
That's awesome. I think I saw that one. Battle of the Primes. I'll take you all on. Me?
It was just stupid. And then I sat there the whole time going like, this is just way too many Optimuses. I had to borrow some for that because I was trying to get around 50. And I'm like, oh, I've got that's short a little bit, so I had to borrow some. But still, it's just like, yeah, no, that's his toys. That's what I came to.
Yep. Bob says he's not getting the Prime because he has the Striker Manus, which goes back to our talking about third party. Because yeah, that Striker Manus is a really nice Optimus figure.
People who want to get their hands on that, and if you have it, you keep your hands on it very tightly. Your quotation marks disappear.
Alexander says Sideswipe's vehicle mode reminds me of Sunstreaker from the Contention TF Online. So what models did you use for Contention? Were they all movie characters? Because Jazz looked like he was from something else.
Yeah, he was from Transformers Online. So was Streaker. Yeah, like Sunstreaker. Yeah, that they're all. It's a mix of movie and Transformers Online. The bulk majority of the ones that use it from Transformers Online.
That's awesome.
Movie models that were available for free too. So like, okay, I'll throw in some movie characters. I got to have some background characters.
So when you were talking about earlier, like you animate them with keyframes and stuff. How do you add? Like, do they have effects that you're able to add in there, or do you add them as you would add effects on like a stop motion?
I have some built-in effects that are pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a particle systems or something, whatever they call it.
Mm-hmm.
Smoke trails, muzzle flashes, explosions. There's one specific explosion thing I like. It's called Doomsday or whatnot. It's just 8 explosions in a matter of 4 seconds.
Oh wow.
It's like the apocalypse when it goes off. And I'm like, oh, I want to use this so badly. I have no
That...
practical use for it, but I want to use it.
And they're how do I say they're like blended in well, like the effects that they come with.
Essentially, it's kind of like or the best way to explain Source Filmmaker, it's like working with like a stop motion on a green screen.
Mm-hmm.
It's in layer them and how you want them to be a
Oh,
3D space essentially.
okay, okay, that's very interesting because yeah, like it sounds like something that would be fun to mess around with.
Yeah, yeah. I encourage everyone to do it. It's so much fun. So much fun.
All right, Bob says Combiner Wars Magnus is one of his favorite figures. Oh, now that just makes me want it more. Dino Wars.
Someone to use it for a video, and it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yeah, yeah. Let's see what other figures are we getting here coming up?
They always tease like, "Oh yeah, Bumblebee movie figures," but then again, they still don't even know what
Well,
are even in it really.
I saw one of those, the Bumblebee from like from the Bumblebee movie, and he's got this weird. I think they called it a spark gimmick, and he has like this giant orb in his chest. It looks really weird.
I wonder if like if you take the spark out, it'll be like a pack or something in it. So if you take it out, the toy dies or something like that.
The toy ties.
That would be really gruesome, but that would be.
Oh man. Let's see. Welcome V. Emerald, what's up? Thank you. Just read the description. Are you guys going to react to videos on here? Yeah. Breakstream, my official mascot that likes to wreck the streams, he was in here earlier running around the studio. So I had a red light, but I have a green light right now, which is amazing. And I bet because I just said that, it's gonna go red. But if
Good
we
connection, knock on wood.
right. So if we can handle it, yeah, we'll definitely do some reactions here. Bob says, I don't think I've seen a series in Source Filmmaker other than yours, All Hail Megatron. So
There's
you're
another series. I've seen other people do just like their own standalone videos, but I don't think of anyone does a series.
I'll admit I've seen other videos that, like you said, whether they were standalone or a series or whatever, that used Source Filmmaker, but they have all been very comedic. Like they use it because, as you were talking about earlier, when you were doing your first one and it had all those like crazy stretch effects and things were happening that you didn't want to happen. Uh, it was they were doing it almost like exploiting those goofy looking movements and trying to make the characters act, funny or random or whatever. And so every one I've seen so far has been um, comedic. So this is the first one I've seen where, like you're having like these action pieces and stuff and with like dialogue and everything. And I really like it. The closest thing that I've seen using it seriously before this is just people using it for backgrounds, like using the environment and then green screening in their figures with stop motion. Which can work as well, especially if you have
Mm-hmm.
like a driving scene and you just kind of move the camera down like a street or a dirt road or something, and then green screen your figures in driving. That works really well.
I was thinking about doing because I've been playing around with Source Filmmaker so much. It's almost like why not at this point? I've got it.
Yeah. Let's see. Bob says he.
Always use something.
So, I'm sorry.
What was that? Oh yeah, what I mean, like before that, I've always used something that's called Google SketchUp, but everything out there always looks like too cartoony.
Mm-hmm. I know. I'm familiar with SketchUp. I know what you mean. It does. It looks very flat. Like it's the background of a comic book page or something.
Thought it was kind of funny. It's like, yeah, I finally got good at SketchUp, and then I haven't used it since because it's like, oh, Source Filmmaker, that's pretty cool.
Body Bags. He says, "Have you heard of the voice actor called Nick Gers? He's amazing. I have not heard of him, but if he's amazing, maybe I'll have to check him out."
Like, has he done anything?
I don't know. That was all there was to the comment. Malik, welcome, buddy. Alexander says, "Hey, Megatron, what is the next contention episode? I can't wait for it."
I have them coming out every Saturday. Actually, yeah, next one will be the last one for a while because I'm going to be on vacation and I'm not going to edit anything.
So so there'll be one next Saturday, and then you're going.
Saturday, I'll already be on vacation, but it's already scheduled to upload for Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
And then there'll just be a break after that because I'll have to catch back up when I get back.
How long does it typically take you to do one of those in Source Filmmaker? A
Takes a
contention.
lot of the editing, not so much. The editing's pretty quick.
Compared to like stop motion.
Motion, much quicker. Oh my gosh,
Mm.
really motivated to get something done.
See that is encouraging because that's the thing that kind of detours me from doing my own stop motions. Like I've done a few in the past, and it's so time consuming, and you have to have patience because if you mess something up, there's not like an undo button, and you got to go back and reshoot stuff. So I've been there's stop motion things I want to do, like as far as like ideas for videos. I want to make some stop motions, but oh my goodness, it's just so tedious. So I'm almost wondering if I could translate some of those ideas into this Source Filmmaker. If you're saying that it's a little bit quicker.
Learning curve with it, admittedly, but once you get it, you got it. It's really not going away, even if you take a break from it. I found because I've taken like I haven't really animated it, say about 3-4 weeks or so, and yet I logged on yesterday and was just picking back up where I left off, no problem.
Wow, that's cool. That's awesome. Yeah, I'll definitely
The
have to
only
give it.
issue with it is that there's like it's really limited model choice since you can only use what other people have ported from video games, or unless you're really good at 3D modeling and are able to add that to
That's what
the Steam Workshop. I'm not totally sure how.
that was another thing I wanted to ask you about was where you got the 3D models from, if they were pre-rendered or you had to get from existing games or whatever.
They're all available on the Steam Workshop, really, so it's just free to download. Someone ported them from some video game somewhere at some point in time.
That's cool.
Some hero who happens to be a genius.
Right? We need a hero. That's awesome. Let's see. Bob says he's seen a few serious source filmmaker videos and they're good. So yeah, definitely encouraging to try some other stuff out. Malik says, "I'm sorry if I'm late, but what do you think of War Cybertron Siege?" Um, so which one is Siege? I didn't even know who this third guy in the picture was. Um,
Minus 5 points for both of us. Who's Siege?
right. I'm sorry. The
Excuse me. I don't know what's going on here. Who?
MCLU says, "Do you still do voice acting?" Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I'm in a couple of projects currently, and I'll eventually get some more voice impression videos up on the channel. You gotta do Master Roshi.
Good.
So love Malik says he loves both Optimus and Sideswipe. Yeah, I'm digging those designs for Optimus and Sideswipe. They're very reminiscent of Masterpiece. It's just the question is, do I need more of those characters? I don't know if I need
It's
any
like
more of
I
those
don't
characters.
want to like them, but I might eventually. It might grow on me.
Yeah, MCLU. I'll put it in the chat here. And let me also put a link to the Discord for anybody that wants to join. Most people that are participating in the chat here have probably already joined the Discord, but I always like to put it out there. Grow the Bacon Bits Army. Do any of those prizes happen to be dirty movies? So yeah, I'll have some more of that stuff coming up. What do you do most of the voices for your videos, Megatron?
Yeah, I do. I'm not incredibly good. I like to describe it as I'm kind of like Nolan North. The only real impression is me.
See, I like that. I started out doing like only impressions, and then the more projects I worked on, the more chances I got to do characters that were either original characters or characters that hadn't been voiced yet. Like there wasn't a voice that people expected to hear, so I got to just come up with my own thing, and I found that to be far more enjoyable and rewarding than trying to do an impression. As much as I love doing, Optimus voices, and I still will. If somebody's like, "Hey, will you voice Optimus?" Yeah, of course. It's not that I dislike doing that. It's just I found it to be more enjoyable to do like original stuff or do something like you said with Nolan North, where it's kind of just a variation of your own voice. Because then you got more range. You can focus more on like the emotional aspects.
That's pretty much what I do for like any character that someone says, "Hey, can you do this voice for me?" I'm like, "Okay, what do you want, me or deeper voice me?"
Right, right. Because there's the actual voice, but then there's the cool voice. Which one do you want? Or can I make something up? That's the most fun is when I can just make something up.
They try impressions is really like when it's a comedy something or another, because then I can make it like, okay, so it can sound bad, and that's really what you're looking for.
Exactly.
Stuff where it's like, hey, look, comedy stuff, and I'll be like, hey, Optimus, should I let the Decepticons know where we're going?
What the hell? Optimus, oh.
He's I base it off of Hank Hill a
Yeah.
lot.
Oh man, Bob says he might get sideswiped because he needs a chug version, and I'm like, yes, I'm glad that chug is still a thing.
I haven't heard anyone use that in a while.
That's what I'm saying. Cheetos Prime. All right. Are there any? I'm looking to see if there's anything else interesting. Uh, isn't San Diego Comic Con going on right now?
It's about to. I don't know. I keep seeing news about it, but then nothing else about it.
That's what I'm wondering. I'm like, I was seeing some news, and I'm like, so is it happening? Is it on? Is the convention on?
Tell us.
Show me everything. But oh my goodness. Cause yeah, I need some new reveals. All right, I'm putting this picture of this is Cyberverse Megatron for no reason. Just to
Make me cringe, or is it gonna make me cringe?
oh, now with 20% more cringe. It's not the worst. I've seen worse, I think. Except for his face. He's got like this big fat face. It looks like it's too big for his body. You know what it looks like when people make Transformer costumes and the head is always way too big because the proportions are not of a Transformer are not compatible with a human. And so whenever anyone is in a Transformers like costume, they just have this huge head. And this Megatron figure looks like somebody in a Megatron costume with a giant head and little
Play
arms.
football with his head.
Look at that. Look at that. And his little arms. Look at his little arms that look like they can't bend at all. I don't know. There might be a hinge there. That might be a hinge, but that's some janky articulation.
I don't know. I mean, like some of Hasbro's later stuff, like with their robots in disguise, a lot of characters I ran into, there was just no elbow bend at all, and it makes me wonder. It's like, are you just taking one out of that playbook? Because no, please don't.
Hey, Optimus. I
You want
classify.
to make a bad toy?
Shadow says that OMG that sounded like Perceptor. What the Hank Hill voice?
Sound like Perceptor?
I don't know. Oh, I fear the wounds are fatal. Oh,
Oh, you cut me deep.
there you go. Oh no. Oh man. Oh, oh, this is beautiful. Hold on, I found something amazing. Hold on, I found something. It's beautiful. I gotta put it.
Oh,
Oh my goodness. I mean, I'm sure people have already seen this, but I haven't seen this before. It's horrific. All right, check
it's
that out.
horrific. Oh no.
Feast your eyes.
Oh no.
Feast your eyes on that bad boy.
Oh no.
I don't understand what that vehicle mode is supposed to be like with his whole torso sticking up out the top. Because all four wheels are down. I don't. I know that.
No.
I.
Oh.
Oh no!
I
Show our
mean, that's
sailor.
just. Oh, my chest hurts now. Why? Why?
It's like somebody had the idea from what was it, Dark of the Moon, where they had those weird like battle modes and vehicle mode where a bunch of weapons would come out and their wheels would turn sideways and stuff. It's like somebody had that idea and they were like, look, I can do this. Watch, guys, watch. I'm going to do that thing that they did from Dark of the Moon. And then they just sat the figure up like it, because it looks like he's just sitting up, like he was laying down and he like sat up real quick like the Undertaker after somebody does the finishing move on him and he's not down for the 3 count. He just sits up. Bumblebee just sat up, but doesn't look anywhere near as cool as the Undertaker when he did it. What have they done to us?
To my son. Oh no.
No. I don't know. I really don't know what that's supposed to be.
Depression. That's what it is.
I am shocked and appalled.
Just to say the least.
So, Megatron, were you in the stream, the Cyberverse review?
Wanna say so? It sounds familiar.
It was when we were like reviewing all the things that that were coming out for Cyberverse.
Because I want to say so because I seem to remember saying something along the lines of like Cyberverse is literal cancer.
It was in the description, the character description for Bumblebee. It was really bad because I thought when he was describing, because Bumblebee does all the character descriptions, like he was the one like reading them out or whatever, and so when he was talking about Hot Rod, or I'm sorry, when he was talking about himself or whatever, he's like, oh yeah, you know, Hot Shot, whatever, and then when we saw that Hot Rod was a character, we're like, is this like what maybe Bumblebee and Hot Rod might not get along, like because they're both so brash and rebellious that like they kind of get in each other's way. That would be interesting, but instead it's totally Bumblebee like looking up to Hot Rod like, oh, he's so cool, I want to be just like him, look, I'm gonna be a rebel too. And so like we had this whole thing where Bumblebee's like, notice me, senpai.
Oh. Oh no, why? Why notice me?
So that was the result of the stream, and Optimus is in the background just pissed off because he's not the main character anymore.
He's definitely just sitting there. It's like, Optimus, you want to be part of the stream? No. Not a chance.
And he's just mad because it used to be people wanted him to notice them, and now Bumblebee wants Rodimus to notice him. So Optimus is like standing on a street corner with like a cardboard sign, and he's like, I will notice you for Energon. Will notice for Energon. I could be your senpai. Please let me be your senpai. Once again.
Oh man.
Bob's like, don't include the G1 characters. I don't want their toys to be ruined. Malik says, darn it, Bacon, we had an agreement. No more talking about Bumblebee. Sweet baby Bumblebee.
No.
Oh, wait a minute. There's an image in the Discord Bob put up. He's like, look at this. Well, see, that I expect that from the whatever Cyberverse or whatever, because this looks like one of the. If you notice the packaging, it's one of those figures that's not even sealed within its package. Like you can like touch it like on the shelf. He's just tied in there. Those are usually really bad anyway because they're straight up gimmick figures. So I expect that to be garbage. But this one,
they're not even worried about anyone trying to steal it.
Right, because nobody wants it. But this one here, this Bumblebee, which I don't even know what this mode is supposed to be. That one, I don't even know what I'm looking at. Like, I'm looking at it again, thinking, okay, maybe I can figure it out this time. No.
It's beyond reason. It's like, what were you smoking that made you think this was a good idea?
Bob says Sailor B is best bot.
B.
Sailor B is nobody's waifu. I will not have it. I won't stand for it. Sailor B, the ultimate waifu.
Can't help but say it again. This bumblebee is literal cancer.
It's no good. It's not helping anybody. I just like stumbled across this. I was just looking at some of the upcoming Cyberverse stuff, and this random thing just popped up. Let's see what else we got. This
You have me a fearing. I'm a fearing what you might come up with.
that's what I was saying. This is the toy line that just keeps on giving. Uh, Look at what is happening to Grimlock. Is he a dog? Okay, I'm posting this. Hold on. I think Grimlock might be a dog. I don't know what this is, but we're all about to find out. What is this? Okay, let me enlarge it too, make sure. You don't need to see the rest of the picture, just this random bot mode thing here. Alright. And here we go. Alright, so...
Got me a fearing.
Now, obviously, I think he's meant to still be a dinosaur because he has the dinosaur head. But look at those proportions. Look at that weird jumping up to play ball pose. And the tail is like coming out of his shoulders. I don't know what's going on with this alt mode.
Oh, why? Oh,
Hey, he's a good boy.
oh gosh, that's fitting for him.
Come here, hand banana. He's seriously Grimlock is hand banana. Look at him. He's a good boy. I just want to throw a ball at him. Looking at this picture, I just want to throw a ball. Like that's it.
Like a dog mid jump to play catch.
Exactly. And even if that weren't like the pose they put him in, those proportions don't work at all. And the tail looks like it's coming from his shoulders. Like there is no butt on that dinosaur. That dinosaur doesn't have a butt. No ass.
Exactly. He's got wings though.
Shadow's like poor Grimlock. Bob says, "What is that?" It looks so weird.
That's what it is.
Battleframe says he's jumping to eat a mid-air pizza roll. That's right. I almost completely forgot about pizza rolls. You know what's funny about that, Battleframe, is the very next day after that stream, I had pizza rolls. The pizza rolls were delicious, but they burned the inside of my mouth. But yeah, this he's jumping up for pizza rolls. He's a good boy, and he better not do a diddle in the house, or he's gonna have to take him outside.
The diddle in the house. You're spending all night outside.
Dog. That's right, Grimlock. I hope you're paper trained, house trained, whatever they call it. Oh my goodness! Seriously, what is this? It's not like I'm typing in like crappy looking cyber. I'm just looking at the Cyberverse figures. Like, oh no! Look at Starscream. Okay, hold on, guys.
Worse? Does it?
It gets worse or better. It depends on how you look at it. But I'm. What is
I hope it only gets better from here because this is pretty low
This,
already.
no, this is amazing. So what I found here is the entire wave of these amazing figures, and so this picture has all of them. It has Bumblebee, Grimlock, Good Boy, Megatron throwing a frisbee, and Starscream, which you'll see in just a second. I can't believe this is a real thing. Like this is shocking. This is shocking because what they're listed as you guys will see in just a second here. I'm literally like getting it on the screen. Uh, it's listed as Scout Class, and if you guys remember, Scout Class at one point was a respected small figure class. Not anymore. Behold, and Starscream is in the lower right. You can't miss him. I can't believe that's an
I
official
think I
alt
kind
mode.
of want to miss him.
I can't believe that's an official alt mode. I can't believe it.
Oh, the anticipation, my dude. Oh no.
You got Frisbee Megatron. And so that, okay, it all makes sense now. Megatron's throwing the Frisbee. Grimlock is jumping up to catch it. It all makes sense now. Solved it.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
Oh, yes. Drink it in. Drink it in.
I like that Starscream vehicle mode, where his
Yeah.
feet hang down. That's
Yeah.
perfect landing gear.
That's what I'm saying. I cannot believe that is an official alt mode. It's a Gerwalk. They've made a Gerwalk an official alt mode. And if you look at Megatron, he has a frisbee throw action. It's no longer kung fu grip or anything. It's frisbee throw action. And Grimlock is jumping up to catch the frisbee. I've pieced it together. It's the Da Vinci Code up in Cyberverse, and I've pieced it together. Frisbee Megatron, Dogboy Grimlock, Gerwalk Starscream, and what the Bumblebee. So
The what the Bumblebee,
yeah, I caught myself at the last possible second right there. I don't have a dump button in here, but yeah, like that was yeah, Cyberverse Scout Class, Transformers Da Vinci Code. I've solved it. Drink it in. Let me see what the chat has to say about this.
I'm drinking something in, but
It's some bleach.
See, this makes me wish.
Some bleach.
This makes me wish I had alcohol. No.
Shadow says, "Can I be Armada Starscream and die?"
Exactly.
This is bad comedy. Bob says, "I always wanted the Scout class to return, but not like this. Not like this. Not like this."
He's just received his bachelor's in theater arts, performing
Oh,
arts.
yeah, I'm amazed. I'm amazed at this stuff. It's beautiful.
Gosh, I'm at a loss for words. The fact that they are calling this good.
It's Scout class, and see, that's what's worrisome about this whole Cyberverse line is when we were discussing the character designs for the animation, it was like, yeah, it looked kind of kiddie, but there were a lot of design elements that called back to G1 and the IDW comics and the Fall of Cybertron game, and all kind of rolled into one. So I thought, okay, maybe there might be something here. But now seeing the toy line that's going to be based on this series, it's very it has me very like nervous about it actually being just a complete kitty based nothing, not taking anything serious, because yeah, this is the Scout class, so maybe you could make an argument that, oh, it's the small figures, of course they're just going to look weird and stuff. But that Megatron that I posted earlier with the football head, that was what's called Ultimate Class, which I'm assuming is something like a Voyager or a Leader. So it's not like they get any better the bigger they get.
If this is what passes for quality toys now, I apparently have no connection to this fandom anymore.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm really trying to figure out what's going on here. Because okay, so
third
here,
party tightly.
yeah, yeah, get your third party stuff ready. Because here I found a picture of Ultra Class Grimlock. I'll get him on screen just so you can see. Because this one he has an actual Dino mode. So I want to put it like side by side. Because this one he
Puppy
has,
mode.
yeah, to his puppy mode. That puppy mode is unreal. I can't believe it. Who put that out? Who said, "Yeah, this is good, guys. Send it to the press. Let's roll."
I'm not gonna say call for like a riot or anything like that, but whatever Hasbro executive thought that was a good idea should either be fired or step down.
Yeah, it's just it's like quality control, guys. What's going on here? Okay, so I'll put this over Frisbee Toss and Megatron. Um, and this is just so you can see Grimlock has an actual dinosaur mode with a butt and a tail that comes out of the butt, not the shoulders. Um, and honestly, like even though the proportions are very, they feel like Fisher Price. You know, like the proportions, like the heads are really big and the arms and legs are kind of stumpy. They just there's something very off putting about it,
But yeah,
which is a shame because I like some of the design elements. Like I like how it looks like he's got teeth on his chest and these like rocket launchers on his shoulders in robot mode that end up on the top of his legs in Dino mode, which kind of reminds me of Dino Riders. So I like that stuff, but then the weird like Fisher Price proportions and the fact that even as an ultra class, this thing still looks very under detailed and under designed. And then of course the scout class that we've been looking at with just these abominations. It's I don't know. I don't know how to feel, man. I just don't know how to feel anymore.
oh my gosh, this is he has a definable ass. But ow, wow.
Battleframe says Starscream is a bird pretending to be a plane. He's super screamer. But he
It's a
got the.
bird.
He's like, I'll show you a bird and a plane.
Plane. Oh no, it's just that really crappy Starscream toy.
Yeah, no, yeah, like the excitement. It's a bird. It's a plane. Oh, it's Starscream. How embarrassing. Anyone got?
no, no, no.
Oh,
And their hands just like no. What?
Shadow wants me to show, or actually, yeah, Megatron. If you check the Discord, Shadow has posted a um, Silver Streak in there. I think it looks like a custom. And she was like,
Custom.
yeah, she was like, you should look at that so you can be cured of the Hasbro nightmare. Bob says the Cyberverse Shockwave looked weird. Yeah, he does. His alt mode is like some sort of like tank spider or something. I don't really understand it. Um, Bumblebee and Megatron are doing sit-ups. Yep. He's got frisbee throwing action, but yeah, Bumblebee looks like he's doing a sit-up. I just don't understand it. Generations is their last hope for
He's
good.
got to get ready for that
Yeah. Uh,
competition and then
yeah, he's
ready to do CrossFit.
well, because he's the new leader, so he's got to get in shape. He's got to have the touch and the power and all that. So Malik says
Megatron's like CrossFit. I gotta be that instrument of destruction.
yeah. I go pro. Malik says Generations is their last hope for good G1 toys. That's the way it looks, man. That's the way it looks.
That's the way it looks. But I mean, if War for Cybertron isn't that Generations now, or is
Hasbro, what have you done to our babies? Shadow says she's angered that you would do that. That Hasbro would do that. Uh, did they wreck Maggie Moo? No, I don't think Magnus has been announced yet, or at least been shown in the Cyberverse universe. Even when we were going through the character bios and everything, I don't think Magnus was in there. Prowl was in there, and I'm sure he'll get a weird looking toy. See, the only shockwave I see here is the warrior class, which is that spider walk one. Which yes, it looks weird, but compared to this, to the stuff that's like on screen right now, he's not that bad.
Man, so true, so true. I mean, this is the silver streak was necessary. It's like the fish hook pulling you from the pond of death.
Yeah, I'm looking for something good right now that I can put up on the screen just to get this. You know what? I'll use this. This is we keep talking about it, and this is like a throwback. Hold on a second. Oops. First, we have to see Frisbee Action Megatron. I kind of want that Frisbee Action Megatron just because of how stupid it is. It's so ridiculous.
Right?
Oh no, he made a terrible mistake. Why is that picture so small? Okay, that one's better. Whoops. Try this again. But yeah, that Frisbee Action Megatron, I'm kind of tempted to get that thing. It's kind of a it's like an anomaly. It's just so bizarre. All right. Since the
Chat, Bob. The WSC toy line doesn't look so bad now. Too true.
Oh, since it's called War for Cybertron and we were wishing it was a video games, I'm putting that up on screen just in like protest to these horrible Cyberverse figures. And yes, Bob, that's an excellent point. The War for Cybertron toy line is looking better and better. Bring it on. I'm fine with it now.
Exactly. That's really sad though. It's like, oh, I hate War for Cybertron. Then you look at Cyber, it's like, just anything's got to be better than this.
I I'm so shocked. I just can't believe it.
It's so good.
No, not our mini Magnus. Welcome back, Alexander. Charge that tablet, buddy. Danger. All right. Man, I don't know if I can handle any more bad Transformers. I
Yeah, I
say
mean, there's just so much bad.
I say that jokingly. I mean, this I'm actually my face hurts from laughing. Uh-oh. Bring the gyro fuse blah blah blah. What's a gyro flange? All right.
Bruticus there. It makes me wish Planet X got around to actually doing icons. That would be sweet.
Well, see, that's why I decided to go with that image because it was like that's how I felt when I heard, "Oh, War for Cybertron toys." You know, like that just takes me back to so much goodness from those games and like the third party stuff. We did get the third party torso, like the Onslaught, you know, that made the better torso for the Bruticus figures. That one was nice.
Let that one slip by me, and I sat there like, oh yeah, I'll get around to that eventually, and then it's gone, and I'm going, oh.
Yeah, the third party stuff, I guess, is pretty limited runs, huh?
Yeah, like they're pretty relevant as long as people keep buying them, but then when they kind of stop or they're not making their quotas anymore, they just cut it. Pretty much. That's what it
So,
seems like.
what do you think? Since I've got this one combiner up here, it reminded me that there's the Predaking coming out, or it might already be out. What do you think of that one, Megatron?
I haven't looked too much into it to be honest, but from what I remember, it together it looked good, but when you took the individual limbs separately, it
It seemed to suffer from the problem that Devastator had, where uh, it was. like you just said, the individual limbs would suffer in some mode. I watched Counter. He did kind of like a stop motion review of it, and it was interesting to see, because trying to show off the articulation in the stop motion, you could kind of see the limitations that the figures had, but they did look better than uh, the individual Constructicons as far as having um, moving elbows and things like that.
Yikes! It's just seeing like, speaking on Devastator, I'm gonna touch on Predaking. Devastator was just so great. It's like, oh my gosh, he's just fantastic. And then what I never noticed when the marketing of it was that they never really showed off too much, and it's like, oh, it's like you focused all your attention on the big gimmick of it that you didn't focus on all the little components of it.
Mm-hmm.
Feeling from Predaking 2 a little bit is just like, told me once with Devastator, but I ain't gonna fall for it again.
Yeah, and that's the thing is I went ahead and put a picture of him up in the stream, and when you look at the combined mode, it's like you were saying, they get you with that combined mode with Devastator, with Predaking, with he looks amazing, and then I look at the individual bots and I'm like, man, I would never mess around with these in individual mode because the legs look all kind of funny. They just look like little cubes. There's not much you can do with them as far as like their animal modes. And then in the robot modes, they have limited articulation and stuff. And so you're just going to end up as soon as you get it, because that's what I did with Devastator. As soon as I opened it up, when because I had to order it online, so I got in, opened it up, and took out all the figures. I think if I remember correctly, they were packaged in vehicle mode, and I don't even remember necessarily turning each one into a robot first, because how some of them go easier from vehicle to combined form, like Hook, for instance. And so I think I did like Scrapper and Bone Crusher. I think I turned them into their robot modes, and then I just went ahead, turned them all into their limb modes or torso, whatever. Combined it into Devastator, and it has stayed Devastator. It has never come apart. And I feel like that's what would happen with Predaking is you get it out of the box. You might look at their animal modes or transform one or two of them into a robot, and then you put it together, and you're done. And it's almost like too expensive because they're charging you because it's like, oh, you're getting 5 or 6 robots that do all these things. It's like, yeah, but I'm really just ending up with one big one.
exactly. It's like you're getting 5 or 6 robots in this deal, plus they all combine into one big one. It's like, yeah, but you put into them, it's more like I'm getting giant Cyberverse robots and then a really cool one.
Mm-hmm. Shadow has a question for you, Megs. Although you might have already answered it, the one about Silverstreak, that he did indeed take that cure the nightmare.
It was the fish hook that saved me from the pond of cringe.
There you go. There you go. Battleframe says, "Say, Grimlock, if I have to clean up this inner jaw on the carpet one more time, you're going to the kennel." "That's a bad, bad Grimlock. I'm gonna put you in the kennel if I have to clean up one more little puddle." I'd love to see
Back to the pound.
yeah, yeah. Put you up for adoption. I'd love to see Planet X make their WFC designs for characters. Yeah, Planet X figures, the third-party ones, were awesome.
But yeah, they are absolutely fantastic. They are maybe like some of my favorite figures of all time.
Yeah, that is a good because people have asked me before, like, favorite incarnations of characters and stuff, and I always go back to the Fall of Cybertron games and the War for Cybertron game. I guess whatever you want to classify them under, but the designs in those were just amazing. I would take
yeah.
all the characters from that.
there's characters I'm not going to say fully willing to, but open-minded to the idea of even taking repaints of them.
Oh.
I've been doing some machinima work with a buddy of mine, Lockbot CRM, and he does like Fall of Cybertron ones, or he's starting to. Character, it's just a star screen, but essentially like a pink repaint of him. And he's called Aileron. He's a complete dunce of a character. He just walks around like, oh hey my dude. I've thought about getting like a Planet X Starscream and just painting it, but I don't know if I want to have like that expensive of a potential botch.
Right.
Just that pink Starscream there, so I'm like, oh hey look, it's Aileron over there. Hey my dude, how's it going?
How you doing today, buddy?
How you doing today, buddy? I like Red Lobster.
Oh, that's awesome. Let's see. Bob says I might have to save up and go for the Feral Rex, which was the third-party Predaking, and yeah, that thing does look awesome, and the individual bots are really sick in that too.
What Swagwave used for the Combiner Wars.
Yes, yeah, he used the black and purple repaint, which I think they call Nero Rex, but same figure, same molds, and yeah, that like when I was working on the effects for one of those scenes, I got to get nice close up look of their robot mode, individual robot modes, and you could hardly tell that they were combiners. Like they just they look like legit standalone figures.
That is not good for my wallet.
Your wallet's like, don't you dare.
It's running away already. It's like, I'll see you next week.
You're like, hey, wallet, and you just hear a door closing, like the car door slam, like.
It being like one of those Velcro wallets, like a kid would have like their first wallet. Where I'm like, hey, wallet. You hear like the slow Velcro peel, it just jumps out, hops in a cab, drives off. It's like, no!
Not again.
Oh, not again.
I told you last time, not again. Never again. So,
no.
Alex K9 is asking, is there a way I can join the stream, like next time or in the future? Possibly, yeah. Like I usually stream, just on my own, like during the week, and then on Saturdays, every now and then, I'll have like a guest on. And what I've also been thinking about doing is, since a lot of people are already part of the Discord, is doing like an after party. Like we'll do the stream, and then afterwards we'll get on Discord, and I'll do like a big voice chat where everyone can get in, and it'll just be kind of like an after party where we can all hang out in the Discord. Because
yeah.
Megatron, you were talking before we went live here that Discord was like really handy for keeping like chats organized and things like that, and I would totally agree.
It's absolutely. I mean, I've always talked like using live streams and whatnot. It's on Google Hangouts and I think so. Not only does Discord also like organize everything, but it also helps you like talk to the people who are really dedicated and want to talk to you rather than just up into a stream.
Right. Yeah, because with Google Hangouts or Skype, I mean there are chats you can have a chat, but it gets real crowded, and then of course once the call's done, it's over. But with Discord, it's we have an ongoing multi-channel chat because there's the general discussion, and then I've broken it off into like Transformers, Kamen Rider, Marvel, stop motion, voice acting. So that way, if people have specific questions, they can put it in there, and it's so much easier to keep up with. Plus Discord, that's what Megatron and I are using for voice chat right now, is it has a really nice voice feature that doesn't seem to lag like Skype. That's why the joke about Breakstream's voice would be Skype lag, because that's the only time I've ever heard it do that, where it makes that weird like robot-y, echoey thing. So yeah, I'm thinking that after the stream, might even be able to do one today. We'll start doing some after parties and stuff where we can hang out and give people a chance to all chat together. Because yeah, you guys, a lot of people here are repeat viewers. You know, like Bob. Bob's been in here since the very first one. He's I like to quote Jack Nicholson from Batman and say, "Bob is my number one a guy."
Yeah, no, I've seen him in all the other streams, so I'm like, oh yeah, that name sounds familiar.
Yeah, so definitely, I love getting the people who enjoy the streams and enjoy hanging out, getting them in there. So let's see, got a couple of people have joined in. What's up? How's it going? Thank you for joining in. Shadow says, "Okay, imagine this scenario, Megatron." Okay, so this she wants you to imagine this, Megatron. Megs.
Yeah.
So Megatron says, "Why do I feel like just swinging my arm? Oi, Starscream! I command you to do sit-ups this instant." Starscream, "But Lord Megatron, do it." So yeah, that's basically the toy line. At least these promotional images, if nothing else, are wonderful fuel for some funny scenarios, just to make up for like why they got them into these poses. I just want to know who was working at. You know, you said earlier like whoever was at Hasbro or wherever needs a stern talking to, because I'm just wondering how they passed. You know, they showed like the whoever's in charge. I don't know if it's an editor, whatever you call them, their title is. But I'm like, they came up with these pictures in their hands and said, "Here, this is what I've done." Who said yes? Great job. Put it. Send it to the press.
I mean, like, I have to imagine there's several levels of vetting, and this made it through all of them. How?
That means there's several levels of failure.
Designed it to his supervisor, to his supervisor, to his supervisor, to, you know, then like the executive who then's like, I like it, go for it.
Yeah, Bob, you got that name pretty early on. He's an OG. He's Bacon Bro. I'm wondering how tall this Predaking is. He's supposed to be like Devastator size.
What was Devastator, like 18 inches?
Yeah, I want to say he was just under 2 feet or like a foot and a half or something like that.
Yeah, somewhere. But like you, like he went into combined mode and then he never left.
Hmm.
Transform him now. I don't think I could. Admittedly, I'm horrible at transforming things anyways. That's why in all my videos you don't really see them transform on screen. So I have to sit there and like go through the instructions. Go, how do I do this again? I have an engineer's mind. I cannot do them for the life of me.
Oh boy, I'm looking up some of these Comic Con exclusives. I forgot all about the Optimal Optimus looking like original Optimus Primal on like a throne of cardboard.
Yeah, that's just.
I don't know what to think about that
Star
one.
Wars is like a very unique thing to me because it's like I like it, but not that much. But then it's also sentimental because it's the first Transformers thing I was exposed to.
Yeah, Beast Wars was the first one that I got to watch all the way through. You know, from the very first episode. When because I was just barely too young to get in on Transformers during the G1 heyday. Like as far as the start of it, like I came in right as the live action or not. What did I say? Live action. Uh, right as the cartoon movie had come out, and so because like Optimus died and a lot of other characters died, I always thought that was like the end of the cartoon, and then I just started watching Beast Wars from there. So yeah.
I mean, like I remember Beast Wars like new episodes being on TV for that, and I'm like, wow, this is cool. Didn't get it half like 3/4 of it because I never watched G1 at the time. I jumped right into Beast Wars.
And Beast Wars was good at the time, but I don't know how well it holds up these days.
Exactly, and that's where it's kind of like, dude, do I bite the bullet on that one? Do I not? Like, what's the deal with Beast Wars?
What's the deal with Beast War? Let's see. Shadow says this person had one job and they made, yeah. Malik says, "Hey Bacon, have you done anything with Breakstream?" I mean, basically with Breakstream, I'm just, we've got the design down pat. I just need to find like an artist that I can afford to commission to like draw him or something, because I really want to have him as like the mascot for my live streams, like in the thumbnails and stuff. Yeah, Optimus
Hilarious.
Optimus couldn't afford the real throne, so he's got one made out of cardboard. It's just so cheap looking.
That's why everyone just needs to like go and make their own out of foam.
Well, I thought there were already some thrones that had been made, like third party ones that looked like really amazing. Am I correct on that?
Uh, maybe,
Maybe.
maybe. I don't know. I don't know, my dude.
All right, now I gotta look it up. Oh no! Wait a
But
minute.
there,
No, I found something horrifying. What is this?
there's already been so much horrifying.
I know. Just when you thought it was safe. just just when you thought it was safe, I
To
found.
lean back in my chair, go, okay,
Yeah, no, just you thought we were done with Cyberverse? Oh no. No, we're not. What
out of the frying pan just yet.
what am I looking at? Okay. I mean, I know what it's supposed to be, but it okay, so you know how the first one, the little puppy Grimlock, it's like he's jumping up to catch the frisbee that Megatron's throwing. Well, this one, I believe, is that Ultra class or whatever Grimlock that I showed that actually had a dinosaur mode that looked like a dinosaur. But apparently, there was a hidden gem, a hidden treasure. Here it is. He has
No.
he has French fry eating action.
Eating action. Once this picture loads up,
I know. I like that there's a slight delay because then you get to see
I'm
the
just sitting here like the anticipation builds, and I'm going, oh no,
French fry
no, no.
action. French fry action.
First, I don't think I built up enough anxiety for it that it would have actually been better.
I mean, I'm serious, dude. This French fry's been dipped in ketchup and everything.
No. Oh. Not only is he just like sitting there, it's just like just no.
Nom 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 nom.
Exactly, but it's also just like now I want fries. Thanks a lot, you jerk.
Yeah. Now I'm hungry. Me Grimlock like to dip fry in ketchup and then eat it backwards.
That's why you dip, obviously, so that way you get the flavor last.
Right?
Uh,
No, stupid Grimlock. That's not how you do the French fry in the ketchup. It's not how you do it.
all it tells me now is like, wow, whoever took that picture put the ketchup in his mouth.
Oh, it looks like he's waiting for uh like his Dinobot girlfriend to come on the other side and bite the other side of the French fry so they can kiss.
Hey, bite my fry. It'll be totally romantic.
Me Grimlock say this is romantic. Bite other in the fry.
Or the
Oh,
fry, he's gonna be like, F you, my fry.
it's so terrible. Oh, we got a couple of new people. Hey, Spooky D Man, what's up, buddy?
Hey,
Campichona's Prime. It's baby versions of Grimlock. Yeah. Oh, we saw the baby version. He's a little puppy. This one is like a teenage Grimlock eating French fries at McDonald's. Yeah. Spooky says you can't beat the French fry eating action. I have no word.
You can eat the French fry right. Let's put the ketchup in first, maybe. I don't know.
No, he's trying to be romantic. He wants his girlfriend to bite the other end so they can kiss.
It's almost just like he's trying too hard for that.
Oh,
It's like,
this
hey,
is the
I put
night.
ketchup on their side.
It's a beautiful night, and they call it cyberverse. Oh, it's so terrible.
Terrible that you can't look away. It's a train wreck.
It is. It is. Malik's like, "What are you choking on, boy?" He is. Somebody give Grimlock the Heimlich.
Yeah,
Oh,
what we don't see is that there's about probably like another like that fry that he didn't chew. He just started shoving down his throat. This is why it's important to chew your food.
Shadow says Grimlock has legit taken Optimus's chips with extra red cheese, and that's what I'm saying. Shadow, he stole Optimus's gimmick.
That's my gimmick. I'm the one who demands chips with extra cheese, and french fries, and pizza rolls, and I eat them all. Just watch Transformers Energon. That's what happens to you when you eat all those chips and cheese. That's what I look like.
But yeah, no, he took it. He took it. I can't believe it. Computronus Prime says, "Did you know Planet X made Transformers War for Cybertron, Ratchet, and Ironhide as toys in a Voyager size?" I did not know that. I'm gonna have to look for that.
Planet X did that?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Why did they do that?
That's what I'm saying. Hold on. Searchy.
I check that one because if I missed that one, I minus 10 points.
I know. I gotta find it. Like I know they had done a lot of the War for Cybertron characters. Like they had, obviously they had done the Dinobots, Optimus, and I thought that Megatron was the most recent one, or unless didn't they do the
I think the
Triptychon?
Insecticons. Yeah, they did Triptychon too.
Triptychon, yeah. Now, see, here's what's going to be tough about it is that I can't just search for Planet X Ratchet because they call them different names. Computronus, do you know what their names were? Because I know they always have like weird names for them, like Jupiter or something. Computronus says it's Slash from the Power of the Primes, Grimlock's girlfriend. Yeah, well, yeah. Wasn't this like a female raptor or something? There you go. I need. Oh, okay. You know how we like Photoshop Bumblebee with the Sailor Moon braids and everything? I'm gonna Photoshop that female raptor Dinobot figure eating the other end of this French fry, and this will be the the creation
It's
of
like
this.
Photoshop them like across from the Eiffel Tower. So it's like, hey,
Yeah, yeah.
you're gonna set the romantic setting. His girlfriend eating a fry.
Oh, I found it. I found it. Planet X Vihovis. I'm probably butchering the name. Here, I'll put it in the stream. I found it. I found it.
Ah, no, I'm gonna be poor forever. Thing too, I want a Planet X Ironhide so that way, as like a War for Cybertron style, he can walk up to Optimus and go, "Hey, Optimus, should I let the Decepticons know where we're going?"
Oh, okay. So this is
Oh my god!
this is a prototype. Like it's not even. I think it's like a 3D. It looks like just like a 3D model render just to show the prototype. Oh my goodness, this is a giant picture. It's like covering up the whole thing. All right. Let's see if I can get his name in there and everything. There we go. Well, it doesn't matter. That works. All right. So yeah, it'll cure us from the French fry action Grimlock, and you can see it's. I think it's just Ratchet, but Ratchet and Ironhide, if I'm not mistaken, didn't they like share a mold? Or
I think the only difference between them was shoulders.
Shoulders and like
Head.
a slightly different chest or something. They had very similar molds, and I only remember that from the Fall of Cybertron game when you could make your custom figure online. And I remember thinking that the Ratchet and Ironhide pieces were very similar. You know, they were like almost interchangeable. So this is the only one I could find right now is the Ratchet, but I'm sure that means that Ironhide is coming. I'm sure.
Oh wow! I hope that's official and not just someone just like now because oh my gosh.
Oh, okay. So, Planet X Mars is Ironhide, which makes sense. Mars, God of War, Ironhide. Just wanted to show him my cannons, so that makes sense.
Oh,
Or no?
oh jeez. I'm gonna be poor.
oh, oh, and they're doing Deathsaurus. What?
That's the one that they've been doing. They recently announced they were gonna do like something different from Fall of Cybertron. They're gonna do something IDW.
Oh my goodness. Wait,
Saurus.
Planet X Mars is Starscream. It looks like actually, which I had seen that. I had seen the Seekers. I had seen that Planet X had done the Seekers. Let's see, PX. Oh, okay. Here's a list of all of them. Here we go. All right, so that's Nemesis Prime. So they're doing the Fall of Cybertron, Optimus, and Nemesis. Or already did, I'm assuming.
I figured if I ever got that one, I'd probably get it for discount. I would never pay full price for it.
Ooh.
I didn't pay full price for Optimus either. I went on TFW and found it for like 45, $50 rather than the.
I found the Insecticons. Have you seen these?
Yes, I'm mixed on them because it's like I kind of want them. Oh, and it's a struggle.
I want to get a better look at them here because they look pretty nice. And these are actual, like they've already molded prototypes for these. So, man, Planet X is just like killing it right now with all these things.
It's like the hidden gem of that whole company really is Perceptor.
Wow.
You think Perceptor, it's okay. You know, he didn't really have a big part in the game, but got him down, I'll say, quite well. And then just for added bonus, they gave him like for guns.
That's amazing. I forgot they had done Perceptor as well. Yeah, because his vehicle was like a hover tank in Fall of Cybertron.
The only Planet X one that I still can't quite figure out how to get it quite there. The instructions are never quite helpful. Planet X.
Hmm.
Vehicle mode out yet, but I'm gonna get there eventually. Fingers crossed.
Man, these things are like Planet X is like my new favorite third party. I don't own any Planet X stuff though. What did you say you had one of them, Megatron?
A whole bunch of them, really, actually.
Yeah. So what would you like? How would you compare them quality wise to like some other figure?
Compare them to like the like the Hasbro counterparts, really. Aside from them, there's like a noticeable like quality in the plastic. It's much better. There's occasionally like pieces that actually see metal.
Really?
It's really rare to find that, but you'll find it somewhere in like the inside of them. A little more to them.
Do you
Not
have
so much just.
Do you have any of the Mastermind Creations third party stuff?
Tarn and the or what they call them, like Coulter or something like that.
Because yeah, I've got see, I don't remember what they called them. I just call them by the names of the characters that they're supposed to be. So I have Impactor and Roadbuster, and I am thoroughly impressed with the quality of those figures. Like the plastic is thick and chunky, but it doesn't feel like brittle or hard to move. And like you said, there's occasionally like some rubber tires or some die-cast parts. So that it sounds like Planet X would be on par with that.
Yeah, Planet X, they honestly feel thicker than Mastermind Creations, I'll be honest there.
Whoa, that's heavy duty then. Because I already
They're
felt
really
like,
heavy duty.
yeah, I already felt like Mastermind was pretty thick. So if you're saying Planet X is a little better, then that's like, are they? Do they feel like weighty, like heavy?
Heavy, some of them actually. Like the Grimlock is like the heaviest one, but I think that's also because it's the biggest one that I have at least.
Wow. Okay, I got to get into some Planet X stuff then. I'm digging it.
The newest Mastermind Creations I got was Nova Prime. Two thing where it's like him, like a base mode, and then like a trailer / armor for him.
Mm-hmm.
You love it to death, really. But it's like even with all that put together, if Planet X were to do it, I have to imagine it would just be even better than that still.
Yeah, I'm really getting sold on the Planet X stuff, man. I'm gonna have to check it out for sure.
To it, I would say the first one to jump into is either Optimus or Grimlock.
See, I'm tempted to get Optimus as much as I already have, a bunch of other Optimus figures because I was really disappointed with the official Fall of Cybertron one. He was like really tiny, and I love that design. Like I loved the War for Cybertron design, and I felt he looked even better in Fall of Cybertron. So I want that big, chunky Planet X figure of him. So I might have to start there because I was less disappointed with the Hasbro Fall of Cybertron Grimlock. Because at least he was the right size.
But I'd say those two are like the best to introduce with, since those are the two that Hasbro molds had for them. So they're the only ones you can compare to, and then it's like, oh my gosh, these are a million times better. I wonder what else they do.
Wow.
The other ones that didn't have molds before, and it's like, wow, these are great.
I gotta see, man.
I jumped in with Grimlock, and it was like, oh wow, this is awesome. So then I got Swoop, and I'm like, oh, it's still good. It's still good.
Still real good.
It's real good. Got Optimus Prime. I'm like, my wallet hurts.
Yeah, what's the price range on those things, man?
They're about 100 if you're going for like the straight retail. But if you go on like TFW, something like that, they're oftentimes just people who are selling them for cheaper.
Oh.
They'll be out of box, but they're cheaper.
I'm still looking at
Optimus retail is about 100 or something.
Yeah.
But I mean, I went on TFW and I got them for 45.
That's not bad at all.
That's what I'm saying. Is like TFW is the best place to get them because you can just deal with people. You're dealing with the seller directly rather than a website that says it's this much.
Let me catch up with the chat real quick. Bob was saying that he's always been tempted by Planet X, but the Ratchet and Ironhide might push him over the edge, and that's how I'm feeling. I'm feeling like I got to try out one of these. Maybe try out the Optimus or something. Let's see. Bob also asked if you and I have heard of the Iron Factory figures, the little like legend size IDW ones. Which a friend of mine collects those, so I've gotten to mess around with a few of them, and they're pretty cool.
I've heard about those before. I never actually really looked into them too much because I was like, Legends class, bleh, bleh. But they do look good.
Yeah, I'll agree that they look awesome, and since I got to mess with a couple of them, I mean they're fun to pose and stuff. But that size class or whatever you want to call it, size range, it's just not my thing. I prefer the bigger ones. So, let's see. But they have not made that character. Zeta Prime. Yeah, Zeta Prime. They need to make a figure for Zeta Prime, Computronus. That's a good one. Let's see. Malik says, "Can we talk about Broly?" There's all sorts of stuff going on. Yeah, we'll probably get into some non-Transformers stuff if you guys want to. There's a whole lot of other stuff. I'm not, Transformers is the only thing I'm into, obviously. So, let's see. By the way, new Transformer continuity toy line is not related to the games, but G1. Yeah, that's what we, Computronus. That's what we started to figure out. Like when we were talking about how we got so excited that it was called War for Cybertron, we were thinking they were bringing the game stuff back. But looking at the figures and stuff, it's very, very definitely a G1 thing.
With some very crafty marketing by Hasbro, and I will give them that one because my feel I work in marketing, so it's like, oh man, that's such good marketing that you trapped me.
Oh yeah, well it was clever, definitely. Kayami White or Kayamani White. When is Swagwave going to make the Infinity War stop motion? That one's going to come up after we are done with a couple more Transformers things. We've got the Combiner Wars finale that we're working on, and then after that, we're going to do at least one episode of Legacy. He might actually want to do a couple just to get it caught up because we're approaching the end of that series. And once we're done with that, then we'll do Infinity War. And Computronus asks,
coming back.
Yeah. Computronus asked if there's a new game in the future. I have no idea, but it would be nice. The only thing about that is that the people who made the War for Cybertron game and Fall of Cybertron game, High Moon Studios, they're not around anymore. They got liquidated. So I don't know how good of a game it would be. I mean, the Platinum Studios Transformers Devastation, I mean, that was decent. It got a little repetitive. I prefer the Cybertron games, but, you know, we'll see. We'll see. Shadow says I might just have to look up some new TFS figures just so I can fill up my Transformer boxes. Yeah, you know, it's if nothing else, these new Transformer figures that are coming out, as much as they're repeat characters, if you've ever missed out on getting a character in the past, like you missed out on getting a Masterpiece, Prowl, or Sideswipe or something, this will be a good placeholder for that. Alexander says he had lag for a second. I noticed that too. Breakstream came in, he tapped me on the shoulder, but then he left, so I'm green again. Battleframe says it would be cool if you guys had a face cam in stream. I don't know how cool that would be, Battleframe. I look like a mountain man. I look like Kurt Russell from The Thing. I got a big old beard and long hair and stuff, so I don't know if you want to stare at my face. Well, how do you feel about that, Megatron?
Right now. I mean, I'm okay doing that, but I mean, like, I haven't shaved in a while. It's all patchy right now. I can't. For some odd reason, my genetics decided you'll never grow a full beard. You suck.
Oh, you want to grow a beard? I'll show you. It's what you get.
You want to look your age? Guess what? You won't. Suck it. No.
Bob says, yeah, I do like the larger figure, but a Pro with the Legends class is at a price range. Yeah, that is a definite advantage to getting the Iron Factory stuff, is they're cheaper. And then Computronus says, did you know that Power to Prime's Voyager Starscream is Cyberverse IDW Starscream, but he just doesn't have all the paint after? You know, I've seen him do that before, upscale stuff into, you know,
yeah,
Voyager scale and stuff like that. Oh man, I think I am getting a little bit of lag. What's up, Breakstream? How you doing, buddy? Welcome back. It's been a while.
You know, I'm glad Breakstream's here, you know? He's an old friend, and, you know, if he wasn't here, what kind of stream would it be?
Oh, man. Good stuff. All right, I'll close down a couple of images and stuff. That may be why the lag came in, as I've been going all over the place with these images, but... Yeah, will the lag return once again? Find out on the next episode of Orbital Bacon Z.
That's a good way to close out these streams, honestly, where you just sit there and do like the Dragon Ball Z.
That's a great idea. That's what I've been thinking about, ways of kind of having like a set intro and stuff. That's something a little more than just, hey guys, Orbital Bacon, blah blah blah. And so one of the things I was thinking was implementing some Kamen Rider stuff, because I have these drivers, and so right before the stream starts, it could be like, "Are you ready?" and like some noises and stuff. And then yeah, that's a great idea for the end of the stream. Is, you know, this stream, Breakstream faced his greatest challenge yet, but Orbital is not defeated. Will he succumb to the lag next time? Find out on the next episode of Orbital Bacon Z. Yeah, that'll be great. That's a great idea.
That's pretty good. I mean, like, it's much better than what I do. Usually I just say deuces, or just like say catch you on the dude side, and then it doesn't really compare to that now.
That's why I love the people in the chat come up with such brilliant ideas. Danger. Oh, now I'm messing with it here. Here we go. That's how I was thinking about it, like starting today's stream. Since it's like, oh, I got a special guest this time. Danger. But I had so much lag yesterday. I was like, let me not mess with it this time. But yeah, I definitely I love the stuff that the guys in the chat come up with, and that's a great way. Like you said, that's a great suggestion to end all the streams like that. Happy times, happy times. All right, I don't even remember where I was at. I closed a bunch of stuff down. Oh, it's Starscream. Hello, Starscream.
Do a lockdown impression.
Autobots, Decepticons, like little children. Always making messes. I don't remember the line. And then I have to clean it up.
I don't remember the line. I haven't seen Age of Extinction in a minute. Thundercat, welcome to the stream, buddy. I have awoken from my eternal slumber. Ah, after 10,000 years, you're free. Welcome to the stream. It's time to conquer the stream. Yeah. See, there you go. There's an intro for you, Megatron. You can be like, ah, after 10,000 years, I'm free. Time to conquer the stream. Does
More
it
like Breakstream's intro.
Yeah. Well, no, but Breakstream, you can't understand him. He'd be like, after 10,000 years, Malik says, does anyone remember Dragon Ball GT? I actually own the entire series on DVD of Dragon Ball GT because I found it at Walmart on sale for like $20. I was like, really? $20 for all of GT? Sure, why not?
What's there to lose?
I basically just
Watch
got it
GT.
for Super Saiyan 4. Since since that's the only time where Super Saiyan 4 appears, I'm like, $20. Something to put on in the background. And Thundercat says that GT isn't as bad as people say it is. And I agree with you, Thundercat. Like, I remember just kind of jumping on the bandwagon back in the day before a lot of these things were easy to find on DVD. And it was like, I think I had watched it was either a bad rip, like on somebody's VHS tape, or I watched them online or something. But I remember like briefly watching through GT and not really liking it. And then I just kind of jumped on the bandwagon like, oh yeah, GT sucks. But then getting the DVDs, that's I guess it was like a blessing in disguise, because at Walmart having these things for like $20, I was like, oh, let me watch some of this, and I'm like, this isn't that bad. And especially once it gets into the later stuff where the Black Star Dragon Balls, was that what they were called? The ones where the actual like dragons start showing up, and they had to fight the individual dragons. And it was like Omega Shenron or something was the last guy, and he absorbed all the other dragons as they were defeated, because one of them ended up being good, like befriended Goku, and he still gets killed by Omega Shenron. And all of that was actually really cool. So yeah. And Malik says Super Saiyan 4 was the best thing. Yep. Let's see. Shadow says, yes, do more bloopers of Lockdown. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I didn't even remember the line. Or what?
It's almost just like that line could easily be tweaked where he's like a clerk at a grocery store. He's like, always fine, making a mess of my aisle.
Yeah.
And then I have to clean it up with a mop in one of those yellow buckets.
On the intercom, clean up on aisle 2.
IDW Shadow, welcome to the stream.
Autobots transform and drift out to nonsense.
Shadow, that sounds familiar. Oh, that's right. I've spoken to him on Discord before.
Oh, cool. Let's see. Shadow Fighter says, do a Super Saiyan 4 Bumblebee. Just cover Bumblebee in fur.
Autobots transform and get your bacon while it's crispy.
Get it thick.
And thick.
The thick bacon.
Oh, wow. Can't believe I already drank all my water. Water! Oh, wait. Oh, I've got that one, too. Oh. Wota. Please. All right. Hold it down, Megatron. I'm going to go grab some water.
All right, I will sit here in perfect silence, making everyone extremely uncomfortable.
Perfect.
Again, medium rare. What's up, live chat? We were also here to do some reactions. If you want to post some videos in the Discord, you could find the link to that in case you were not part of it somewhere in the live chat earlier on. I'd say, yeah, please send us some reactions. You know, we're here. Where we got Shadow Fiber. Oh, Primus, there's 2 shadows. What are you going to do over? Okay, that's Orbital Bacon's question. Mine. Oh, Data Links Magnus. Any idea when that next Rampage saga will drop? I know lines were due early this month. That is correct. I have been slowly but surely working on it, and estimated time frame when it's going to come out because I suck. I think it'll come out sooner than all the others have taken. I've been very proactive with this one, I would say, and early I've gotten a lot of the filming done earlier. I was just working on the intro animation yesterday, yeah. Data Links Magnus.
All right.
Say a word, I swear.
All right. Stephen Gamble, hi. Cool. So I got in on the tail end of that, talking about some upcoming releases.
I do this. I make these little short films. I call them. They're like part of this little Rampage saga that I do. And yeah, that one's coming out. I don't know when.
Are those stop motion, or is that with the source filmmaker?
They're like it's kind of funny. There's a funny story behind those because the first one I made when I originally wrote it, I intended it to be like it was going to be the best thing I ever did. It was going to be the last thing I ever did with YouTube. I was going to quit after that.
Mm-hmm.
And it took me 3 or so years to make it, and then I started thinking about it more. It's like, you know what? I don't think I want to quit on this one. There's still more story that can be told with it. So then I kept making another one, and another one, and now I'm doing another one. It's like, okay, y'all got me here still for a little while.
That's good though. So and you, I think you had mentioned earlier that working with the Gary's Mod thing with the source filmmaker, that it kind of motivated you to get more stuff done because it wasn't as tedious.
Absolutely fantastic doing that. Like, I've been on YouTube now for 6 or so years.
Wow.
And it's always been stop motion. And so it's like the source filmmaker, I'm just so motivated to do all that because it's just something different and people seem to like it and more.
Awesome. So you'll definitely be sticking around then, keep making content, yeah?
I would. Like for me, I was always like, yeah, I'll just stop making videos. I'll just do the voiceover for people because but I wasn't gonna make any more videos. But yeah, I mean, if they like this, then I'll keep doing it.
That's good to hear, man. Awesome. Let's see, and that I see that question from Data Links Magnus. So awesome, you got that. And what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Let's see. Bob says he submitted his video last stream. Yeah, we did check that out, Bob. That was really good. Steven says, I'm not really up to date with the idea of comics, but is B alive? Someone told me he is dead. Is that true? I stopped reading the comics around the time Megatron joined the Autobots, and I think Bumblebee was still alive at that time. He wasn't really. He was back on Cybertron, and he was like kind of walking around with a cane because he had gotten injured, and he'd become more of like a politician and wasn't really going on adventures as much. So I don't really know what ended up happening to him. And then let's see. Shadows sent some videos for us to react to.
All right. Cool.
Awesome. And Battle Frame sounds like the Insecticons or something are attacking Battle Frame because he's hearing voices and there's nobody home. Well, it'll be on our stream, Battle Frame. That's a terrible. All right, let me pull up the Discord, and okay, I see right here, Shadow. So some Team Trainwreck. Megatron, are you familiar with Team Trainwreck, the voice acting group?
Not actually. I'm not too familiar with it, at least.
All right, they are, because I've heard of a couple of different voice acting groups, or I guess they would be considered troops since they're a group of actors. And like what was the Audio Knights of Cybertron? They're one of them, or Audio Knights Theater, whatever they call them now. But yeah, there was the Audio Knights, Team Trainwreck. There were a couple others, but yeah, they're basically like little troops of voice actors. And Team Trainwreck focuses mostly on Transformers stuff, and they do like these little kind of like they're like skits, I guess you would call them, or sketches, I guess, because they're like little comedic things, and they got a lot of really like talented voice actors in here, so they're usually pretty entertaining. So if you want, we can watch a couple of those. The way I would have to do it is, let's see, let me get it. I'll just share the Discord screen in the stream here. Whoops, not that one. That one. There we go. And window capture. There it is. Okay. Now, hopefully this won't cause lag, although I'm sure it will. But let's see. Datalink says hard to say about B. He might be in limbo. All right, so I was wondering what had happened to him, and then Bob says he thinks B is still dead. And then let's see. Malik says he doesn't have Discord, but he wants us to react to Kirby Superstar, and then Alexander wants you, Megatron, to do an Optimus impression
because they're sick of
Oh God,
mine.
it's so bad. It's so bad. You don't want that. Trust me. I do comedy ones, not crime. That's. I'm gonna have to respectfully decline that request. Actually.
All right.
Comedy one though. You got me.
Hey, Ryanimus, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. All right, so let me know. Let's see, it should be in the stream now. Okay, so yeah, let me know, Megatron, if you can see the video, or if you're in the Discord, it's the one called Long Halloween. That'll be the first one that I'm playing here. Or I'm sorry, Lost Light Halloween. I'm looking at like a tiny version. Mortem ECI Lost Light Halloween. Long Halloween's a Batman thing. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start it here.
Hey, Megs! What you think?
What?
We apologize for asking, but Rodimus wanted to know who has the best costume.
I obviously have the best costume. So, where's your costume?
I am not taking part in this foolish event. I have better things to do than dress up. Who in the
Sorry, sir.
madness? No. Wait.
There! You're looking great, Megs.
Don't hurt them, 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 don't hurt them. It's definitely an improvement. They got you too, huh? Yeah.
You both look stupid.
What?
Okay. That was. Oh
Don't
wow.
hurt them. Don't hurt them. Don't hurt them.
That was the best part. That was the best part. Oh wow. Yeah, I recognized the voice of Megatron. I believe his name is Stewart, and he's in Crosshairs Productions Transformers Ascension series, and he does that same voice for Megatron. It's very heavily influenced by the animated Megatron, which was such a cool sounding voice. It has like that slight accent, like I don't know. So it was really cool. I like that. And it almost looked, I don't know who did the art, because that looked like very good art. It was like it was unpublished IDW art or something. All right, Thundercat, man, thanks for hanging out. Thundercat had to take off. Rams fan, welcome to the stream, buddy.
You on the dude side, Thundercat.
There you go. see you later, buddy.
Hey, my dude. How's it going?
Yeah.
Wait, you said someone else joined?
Rams fan joined. Rams fan for life, Donovan has joined, and he's been in the stream before, so welcome back, buddy. Let's see, IDW.
And for life, my dude.
Yeah. Megatron transformed into Mega Prime. Yeah, I like the. It's a definite improvement. I like that one. All right, so there was another one right under it. Let's see. Here it is. Here it is. Megatron versus Starscream. This one looks more like some original art. I don't know if this is based off of the IDW stuff. So let me get this pulled up here.
You've challenged me to fight 6 times since we started talking. Make it 7!
Well, all right. That was short but sweet. See, it's funny about these little Team Trainwreck skits because they remind me of like things that will happen, kind of like how the conversations that we've been having during the stream, where you just kind of think of like funny scenarios, and it's like, oh man, I gotta animate that or make a stop motion out of it or something. That's what these little videos remind me of.
Oh yeah, I love it though. It's literally just like, it almost seems like, oh my gosh, I got this idea. I gotta put it down on paper before I forget about it. That's a great idea. I'm going to draw that.
Yeah, exactly. It's and it's a good idea, like you said, to write things down when you have an idea. I forget stuff all the time.
With that, I've got this piece of paper I usually carry around in my wallet, you know, when it doesn't run off because I'm about to buy something. I just write down video ideas when they come to me, because I get like a million ideas and then I'll forget all but maybe one of them. Oh, that would be cool to do that.
All right, there's another one here. I'm going to give it a second, though, so it can load onto your screen as well.
Internet badass.
Yeah, I'm like wondering what this one's going to be. All right, here we go.
What the fuck did you just fucking
Whoa, hey. Oh. That was the Swagwave interview all over again. You saw why I was just like, oh no, stop the video.
Great mother of Primus.
All right.
Mouth on that boy.
Yeah.
Should go home and kiss his mother.
Yeah. Wash your mouth plate out with soap. Battleframe says he could draw a break stream for you. Yes, Battleframe, do it. That'd be awesome. Do you remember like the design that we had? If not, I will tell you again. But yeah, like that would be awesome, man. Breakstream has pressed the red button. His finger is firmly pressed on the red button, because I've got the red light here, and I figured that would happen once we started playing a couple videos. That's what happened. Breakstream is like, what? You're playing videos? Oh, that is my cue, my time to shine.
Exactly. It's like, go time.
What Decepticons do in their free time, which was a machinima skit featuring Team Trainwreck. Yeah, they're pretty good group of actors, and it's cool that they're getting to collab with some channels. People have asked me, like I think it was either yesterday's stream or the stream before, like, hey Bacon, why don't you do something with Team Trainwreck? I'm like,
Don't know if I'm good enough. They're pretty good.
You failed to stop Soundwave. Oh, I stopped him. Don't you worry. He only got a couple of F-bombs out of there.
He only got a couple.
Yeah, just a couple. And then I stopped him.
You let it keep playing just a little bit longer.
No. No.
I let it run a little bit longer just because I was just curious. And I'm like, oh, this is not stream appropriate.
I mean, like, as soon as it starts, it's not appropriate. Oh, my goodness. I feel like Captain America. He was saying those bad language words.
Exactly. And it's just like, at the same time, I'm like the biggest hypocrite to say, like, language, because then on my channel, I'm like, F, F, S.
Well, see, the thing is if you were to, like, hang out with me in person, I'm completely R-rated. It is unfiltered. But because and if you recall, I was talking to you about it before we started streaming Megatron, where it was like, you know, because I want to try to have the stream be available for all ages, I try not to curse. Although a few have slipped out in past streams, and of course, Soundwave just came on here and was like, "Oh, I'll show you. I'll show you."
Soundwave broke all the rules for you, so you didn't have
Yeah.
to.
Soundwave's like, "This is what you get." Oh man, that was good though. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, Shadow. That's enough videos from you, little Missy. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah,
Language.
we'll try to keep. Yeah, Bob is like, just a few F-bombs. It's not so bad. It's not so bad. It's good. It's good for
Or,
the
you know,
kid.
the 12-year-old who's gonna be sitting there like, oh, my ears.
Where did you hear that? Soundwave said it. I heard it in the Transformers, Mom. Oh boy, Transformers is banned.
Transformers did this to me.
It's good. It's good for the kids. It gives them culture.
Oh, here's one. Team Trainwreck again. Overlord casting reveal.
And then there's also a lockdown demo / blooper reel. I think this is also Stewart. He was locked down in Ascension, so this has to be Stewart again. And he also does that same. Well, it's not like the same voice because it's not. He also voices Megatron, so obviously he had to make him different. But it was like that really deep, like, I'm only working with you because the pay is really good. So yeah,
So it's just like it's recognizably him though.
Yeah, but no, this should be good. This should be good. I'll get this up on the screen and well, actually, hold on before I do.
This demo's blooper reel.
Yeah, wait a minute.
How about that? I can give a listen to it beforehand because no one can hear what I'm listening to.
Okay, you do it. Give it a proofread. Give it a proof listen. All right, I'll give you the details. Battleframe. All right, Battleframe. I believe you are in the Discord. Yes, you are. So let me send you a message. That way you'll have it forevermore, Sancionados. All right. Break.
Oh my God! Yeah, no, don't do it.
Nope.
Don't do it.
Okay.
20 seconds and it's like, give me 20 seconds to F. It's like, oh, nope.
I mean, I know that
Sexually explicit, just a little bit.
I know that my streams are basically train wrecks, but come on, Team Trainwreck. All right, breakdown design. Now I'm just break stream design. Yes. Primary color is black with a red highlight.
Good Lord. Proofread that one a little bit.
Yeah. If you'll check that one out for me, please. Whoa. All right, so Battle Frame, I'm sending you the message right now. It's sorry, it's kind of like in parts and pieces. Screen and chest has buffer circle or semicircle or whatever. Always going. All right, so that should be enough. Primary color black, highlight color red. He basically looks like Soundwave. And on the screen in his chest is the buffer semicircle. Yes. Bucky Barnes! See, never too late for this party, Bucky. Alright, somebody help bleep that shit.
Where's the button? Somebody bleep this.
Let's see, 2 more videos since
But the Overlord one is there's no swearing in that. From what I can tell, it really just sounds like they're just doing like showing off the voice they casted for it.
Ah. What's this about?
And that word immediately F in the no.
Data links. The posting the videos is being done in the Discord. I'll put the link in the chat right now. Feel free to join, man. And if you have anything you want us to check out, you can post it in there. Malik has been asking for something about Kirby Superstar, but I'm not familiar. Like, when I think Kirby Superstar, I think of the Super Nintendo game that had like 8 Kirby games on it, so I doubt that's what you're talking about. So if you could give me a little more detail, I'll see if I can find it for you. Big news.
AW just showed up. Hold my beer.
Let's see.
Links Megs. Oh my God, for Rick Astley.
What?
Look at or when people join the discussion, it always gives up some funny way to like say that they joined.
Oh, never gonna give up data links. Never gonna let data links down. That's amazing. Oh, never gonna give data links. I'm so sorry for lockdowns. No, it's fine. No worries, Shadow. You know I'm just messing around. Like I caught the sound wave after only a couple F-bombs. We didn't play lockdowns. And
we had to proofread that one just a little bit.
Right. Let's see. Okay, IDW Shadow has posted a link, but
giving it a once over, but viewer discretion.
Hey, Shadow, can you? There we go. Never mind. It's on there. Okay, so this is Johnny Flash, what Decepticons do in their free time. This is that Machinima skit he was referring to, that Team Trainwreck voiced in. I think I took the screen off, so let me put it back on. From Starscream with like his crown looking all happy and victorious to creepy nightmare fuel Starscream with a Joker smile.
Exactly.
Crazy. No worries, Shadow. No worries. No worries, Shadow.
Please, please. It's quite all right. Just this time.
Just this one time. This one time, my dude.
You're making kids cry, brah. Doink, brah. All right. I'm happy I was part of the creative process for Breakstream. Yeah, Bob. Okay, so is everybody seeing Nightmare Starscream here? Let's see what this video is all about.
All right. Who's next?
You guys hear what the soldier yelled at Metroplex before he was stepped on? He said he'd knock his block off. His city block.
Check out this eyesore. Hey, Shockwave! You look like the kind of bot who has trouble making friends. Here, let me lend you a hand.
Aww. Poor Shockwave.
How about another eye? Old Mono Eye can't shoot for shit.
Hey! Language.
Oh, that's good. That's pretty good. I like that.
Thank you. Thank
Oh man, they're getting a lot of them in.
Break it down, brother.
Okay, here goes. What does Brawl do in his free time?
Does he go brawling?
No, he goes brawling.
Get off the stage!
That was terrible.
Oh, come on! That is low-hanging fruit, and you know it.
Get off the stage!
How does Soundwave know when he's hungry? When he's got a rumble in his tummy.
Soundwave would be one to know. He's had a multitude of things inside him.
Oh, he does get into a real frenzy when he's around Megatron.
He looks like he's about to snap.
Are you going to take that?
He's had a multitude of things inside him.
In his tummy. Frenzy when he's around
Going to take
Megatron.
that? Operation Disembowel. Hate. Let me tell you how much I've come to hate you since I began to live.
Oh, he's
387
Soundwave's quoting "I have no mouth and I must scream."
circuits in wafer-thin layers that fill my
I can't believe it.
If the word hate was engraved on each nano-angstrom of those hundreds of millions of miles, it would not equal 1/1 billionth of a hate I feel for you all in this micro-instant. Hate.
That is word for that whole speech is word for word the opening of "I have no mouth and I must scream."
That was rough, Soundwave.
Ice cold slag.
I suppose
Soundwave
it's
is well
my
cultured.
turn.
He's
Very
read
well.
some short
A
stories or
Stunticon
at
walks
least
into
played
a
the
bar,
computer game.
flips over a pocket dimension, and then falls first into the dead universe. I suppose that you could say he fell onto his dead end.
I got one. Why did Starscream try to get Slipstream's comm codes? Because he wanted to seek her out.
Silence your inane prattle! Tune your audio receptors as I, Starscream, tell you of the biggest joke this side of Cybertron. Megatron's leadership.
Oh no.
I like his voice.
What? It's true. What are you all staring at?
This is bad comedy!
Okay. Oh my goodness. Look at the lag. Okay, so I don't even know if people were able to see that, but yeah, that was I mean visually they were just kind of standing around, so it was mostly the audio anyway, so as long as you could hear it fine. That was pretty funny though. I liked how Soundwave was quoting the that short story.
Absolutely. It's
No
very
mouth.
creative because it's a real reach that you would not see coming.
Yeah. And like at first I thought, okay, are they just going to be telling corny jokes? But then they actually started getting into it, so that was pretty good. All right, let me check with the chat here because I know I've got break streams pressing the red button again. Let's see. So Malik says it's a Kirby animation done by Terminal Montage. Shadow says, I bet Optimus swore once at some point in his life,
I swear all the time. All the time.
And then Joker Transformer. Yeah, Bucky. That's what that Starscream face was like nightmare. This Bumblebee one's even worse. Hang on, you allow one swear word from this and from Lockdown? Rude much? Yeah, they got a couple of swear words snuck out in there, but it went by fast enough. It's too hard to catch it.
Lockdown one, you kind of can't miss.
Yeah. All right, so it looks like there's another one here, so we'll do one more, and then we'll probably wrap it up soon. All right, so this was, is it still in the chat? It is. Okay. Bumblebee's creepy face. What the Autobots do in there.
Autobots do.
Yeah.
Geez, that face is the stuff of nightmares.
All right. What does every Autobot want for their birthday? An RC car.
Here, let me give this a try. Why does Jetfire turn into a jet?
Because I like to wing it.
No, but because you're a robot in disguise.
Oh, snap, that was good.
Oh, not bad, you little bugger.
Oh, okay. What's an Autobot's favorite genre of music?
Jazz.
The Autobots are like so wholesome with their joking around.
Hey, at least I'm
compared to
not
the
ugly.
Decepticons.
You and I like the same, you moron.
All right. What Transformers should you not play games with? The Cheetor.
Got him.
We should be like comedians after this war is over.
If this war was just fought with jokes, we'd totally steamroll those Decepticreeps.
I don't know about that.
Hey, Grimlock, want to join?
Holy crap. No offense, Grimlock, but you won't even get any of the jokes.
Yeah, sorry, big guy.
Me, Grimlock, sad.
Bradley.
Let's try this out, yeah? Grimlock, you can join us if you'd like.
Ooh, now Grimlock happy.
I got a bad feeling about this.
All right, just join the circle.
Me, Grimlock, forgot what circle is.
It's the shape of Shockwave's optic.
Hardshell. Administer stress test.
Oh.
We'll go clockwise, starting with Jetfire.
Me, Grimlock, forgot what clockwise is.
Okay, let's just continue. What do you need if you get a flat tire? A wheel jack.
Me, Grimlock, no get it.
Don't worry about it, buddy. Okay, my turn. What do Insecticons do in their spare time? Kick back and relax.
Who kickback? Me, Grimlock, forgot who kickback was.
Stupid Dinobot. Anyways, it's your turn now.
Yeah, let's see what you got, big guy.
Jeez.
Cliff Jumper do when hit by Viacon. He jump off cliff.
I've got one that describes the predicament. What do you call a Dinobot who can't win at humor?
What?
Grimlock.
What do you call a dinosaur that can't land a good joke? A Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Hey, you bet your ass you can't.
Wait, what did you just say?
I said, you bet Jurassic Cat.
Look at him go. Oh, he's about to go Soundwave on him.
Now, listen here, you little shits. I'm sick and tired of you guys thinking like I don't know any better. But the truth is, I know everything.
What?
Just because I'm different doesn't mean I am different.
What?
We
What?
based on appearance or intellect.
What?
What?
Shut up, the king is talking. We should judge each other on who we are. If we keep treating each other like this, then we're no better than the Decepticons. You can't treat others like they're some toy to be played with. We all have Energon running through our veins. Freedom is the right of all sentient beings. You fucking racists.
What just happened?
Me Grimlock's stupid.
Oh, dinosaur sounds.
Alright, what Transformer can never fly straight? Sideways!
Oh, wait, I got one. What's Megatron's favorite day?
Taco Tuesday.
Soundwave Sundays.
August 8, 1986. Was I right?
Nope, none of those. His favorite day was yesterday.
Yesterday.
Hey, B, that day was oddly specific. Why'd you say that?
Well, it was a day that Optimus Prime and a lot of beloved Autobots were... never mind.
Speaking of
Was that Hot Rod that just walked off in the background?
light their darkest hour.
Never get old.
Are we sure we want to make jokes about the big guy?
Oh, come on. Loosen up. We're just having some fun. What does Prime have in common with a movie theater? A trailer. A movie trailer?
Oh, I got a really good one. Okay, here we go. Why did Orion Pax ask Alita to race on their first date? Because he wanted to roll out with her. You guys don't get it? Roll out with her? Roll
Oh,
out?
man.
What are you guys, retarded? What are y'all staring at?
Now that's just Prime.
He's got jokes.
Good one, Prime.
Now give me your voice box.
Ah, shit.
That's right, Bumblebee. That's what you get. Oh man, yeah, I can see the break stream was watching these videos with us because I think at one point the stream actually stopped.
No.
I've been having a red light for a while, but at one point it actually went completely gray. Like the stream just ended for a moment and then came back. So I have no idea. It's the elapsed time is still counting and it says we're live. So I have no idea, but people in the chat, if you're at least able to hear that, is pretty amusing.
Really love my buddy Bradley Frew doing Grimlock there. That was pretty good of him.
Oh, okay. That's who that was? Yeah, that was a really good Grimlock impression.
That, shut up, the king is talking.
Yeah, shut up, the king is talking. Yeah, that was great.
Make Grimlock stupid!
Dinosaur noises.
Close.
That was great. That was great. All right, so we'll do one more and then we'll go ahead and wrap it up because Data Links posted a video, so I want to get to his and then we'll go ahead and wrap up the stream. Sound good? All right, so I've got Data Links' video. It's Transformers Legacy Lost Episode 3. Transformers!
That intro.
Yeah, dig it.
really good. You put a lot of effort into this.
Yeah, just the opening credits so far have a lot of effort. Alright, so conflict erupts as Megatron and Optimus Prime send strike teams to each of Shockwave's installations, searching for the mad scientist's secrets. Meanwhile, Starscream and his... Oh, shoot. The text went away.
This is really good.
Yeah.
As I contemplate my past, present, and future endeavors, with this unwieldy war as the backdrop, I become uneasy. As I calculate statistics, I arrive at the only logical conclusion. Our resources will reach critical levels unless more is discovered or created. Our rate of
Which Shockwave figure is that?
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know.
It looks cool, but I don't recognize it.
And had initiated an energon seeding operation dubbed Regenesis, inserting energon catalyst payloads into several primitive planets, with the intention of harvesting the mature energon deposits much later. On one such planet that I had chosen, I also began a companion experiment. Using data I acquired before the war, during my time as a senator, I collected hundreds of specimens of the polymer-based life forms for study. After careful observation, I deemed the life forms suitable for my purposes. I deposited the life forms on one of the Regenesis
That's not the Masterpiece Shockwave, is it?
experimental group would be compared against the
Oh,
on their original
I don't think so.
Yeah, it doesn't quite look like it, but it looks good though. I like it.
hypothesized that subsequent
I must know.
raw energon radiation
Whenever you catch up to where we are, do tell us what this is.
would have unforeseen ramifications and progress that even I had not imagined. Nothing so far, Starscream. We're proceeding to the entrance.
Yeah, looks like the automated defenses are offline. And how do you know this, Dreadwing? 'Cause we'd be optics deep in defense drones and laser turrets by now. We got nothing to fear.
Take cover, boys, and return fire.
Let them have it, Autobots.
Where's Sideswipe?
Hey, with those muzzle flashes.
Hey, less talking and more shooting, Auto buddies.
Yeah, I like them. I recognize a couple of the muzzle flashes, but not all of them.
What's going on down there?
Autobots are here. Been waiting on us, I reckon. I'm impressed with the ambush. Now we'll get some action this trip after all.
Bro, destroy the Autobots, but do not destroy that flag. Do you understand? Just do the job.
You know you're gonna have to go down there. Discretion isn't his style.
Prep my dropship, Dutch.
I like the lasers firing across the screen.
Oh man, I really took a shot, didn't I? Oh, my aching head. You can't be dead yet, Dreadwing. Get up.
I got this one from Shockwave's Armory. Let me know how it tastes.
okay. Anybody hurt?
I will blow your head off, Brawl. Just give me a reason. Shot swipes down. Hey, look like he need medical attention.